8 marketing principles I know at 34, I wish I knew at 18 when I was a failed personal trainer at Pure Gym in Guildford in 2008. Now, over the last 8 years of running online businesses, we've generated over $12 million in sales online. I've learned a hell of a lot and invested over $270,000 in mentors. And in this video, I'm gonna break down the 8 big things I wish I knew when I was 18, when I first started, so you can not make the same mistakes that I've made. And the last one is the best one at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned. Number 1 is build flywheels, not funnels. Now, what the hell does that mean? Essentially, we need to create momentum. Now, how do you create momentum in your marketing and in your business? Number 1 is you create contagious content and content that gets a lot of views, that pulls people in, and then they want to binge watch the rest of your content. This is a big form of leverage, which we're going to talk about later. Number 2 is have bulletproof referral systems within your marketing and within your business. So when you bring people into your business, they're not just one client, because if you think about it if you're looking to grow, if you can get one client that joins your business to then refer 2 other people, if you could do that consistently forever, your business would grow indefinitely for free. Number 3 is having an omni-channel strategy work across multiple platforms, because one of the biggest mistakes I see fitness coaches making in particular is to just have one Instagram account, they're just using this one platform, and if that platform dies or doesn't work as well, their business declines. So at a certain point, you have to look to spread risk, which is why we help coaches scale with different platforms, not just Instagram. So you have Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, email, ads. All these platforms can be used to bring clients into your business and to grow. And one of the big mistakes that I had previously in 2022, the very start of the year, I had my Instagram account disabled. My fitness business at that point was doing hundreds of thousands of pounds every single month. And I was in the process of moving to Dubai. I was just getting divorced. And I literally shit myself because all of my revenue was pretty much coming through this one traffic source. And at that point, that's when I realized, okay, I can't play this game where you've basically got the golden goose. And if someone shoots the goose, you're out of business. You have to diversify. So then I created a second Instagram account. We started running ad traffic straight into that whilst the other one was disabled. And guess what? We got that platform to work and starting to convert. And that's an asset we still run to this day. And you can look that up on Instagram, CJ Coaching Transformations. The third thing we also did is we then went into LinkedIn and started to scale on that. So we diversified across other platforms to spread risk. Number 2 is selling the customer the return on investment, the ROI. So people buy, in particular men, with logical decisions. And this is actually why women are easier to sell, in particular from cold traffic, because men buy with logic, women buy with emotion. So if you can logically break down why something's gonna have a clear return on investment, they will buy. It's like if I said to you, you could buy this watch for £5 and sell it for 20 grand, you'd buy it straight away without hesitation. And this is where you need to understand how to pitch that to people and how to show the value of what you do. So whether you're working with guys who say in their mid-30s who want to get abs, the abs isn't the real ROI. Maybe it's the confidence they have in themselves. Maybe it's about trying to find the partner they want. Maybe it's trying to add an extra 10 years to your life. And I'll tell you a story. I remember sitting on the plane and I was sitting next to a guy who had a very interesting job. He built and sold super yachts. I was like, you're an interesting dude, I'm gonna talk to you. And he was pretty out of shape. And he said to me, I knew at this point he had a daughter. He said to me, what's the one thing you could say to me to make me want to get in shape? And I said to him, would you like to be there at your daughter's wedding? And he was like, you motherfucker. He's like, you got me. And this is how you can sell people, because you can take the most valuable thing in their life, which is going to be their family, their partner, their kids, and you can put the ROI based around that. So whether it's they're going to be around longer for them, they're going to be a better provider, they're going to set a good example. And this is how you have to have clear ROI if you have a fitness offer. If you're obviously helping people build a business, then you need to show the ROI on that aspect and how you help people do that. And a lot of that can be done with previous client results. Very clear math is a good way to do that. So if I was to talk about LinkedIn, our clear KPI we help clients do is we help them to ideally book at least 6 sales calls a week from LinkedIn, 3 sharp, they close 1 for 3K, they make 3 grand a week. That's 12 grand in a month extra, £144,000 a year from one lead strategy. And that's how simple it is to show a clear ROI on a program. Number 3 is building a very unique offer. And you want to follow this process. 1, identify a target outcome. What's the specific thing you actually help people achieve? Number 2, write out all the roadblocks and problems that can happen to achieve that. Turn all those problems into solutions and then package the solutions into an offer. And that's essentially what you offer in your unique program that pulls people in. And this is gonna make a lot more sense when I talk about another point later in this video. Now, number 4 is marketing runs on leverage. We have the beauty of AI, and ChatGPT 4 is phenomenally good. If you are not using this right now and you're not leveraging it to its full capacity, you are going to be left behind and you're going to be putting out a lot less content than you could be. This is very good in terms of giving you content ideas, but also can help in terms of scripting videos and actually analyzing data. So for example, you can take YouTube videos, YouTube data, upload it into ChatGPT, and it will give you direct feedback. In addition to this, you can use marketing tools. So for example, in our own business, we use Metrical for looking at data that's coming through. And then also you can have leverage in terms of actually hiring a team. So there's different forms of leverage in terms of like code, which is software like Metrical. You can have people, which is going to be a team. And you can even have capital, which is, say, for example, you put money into ads to push content out there, like boosting reels, boosting videos to build an audience. And this is how you can get leverage because, say, for example, there's a YouTube video right now. This is still going to be on the internet when I'm dead in 100 years' time. Number 5 is make content for one specific prospect. And you want to talk to this person using you. One of the big mistakes a lot of people make with their content is they don't use you're enough. They don't identify the person who's watching the video. Second thing you need to do is you need to show that you get who they are. And this is why one of the best things you can do in terms of having an offer is to actually make an offer that's congruent with you, which is why I say one of the best things you should do is you should create an offer that fixes the problems you had a few years ago. So why we help fitness coaches scale, because a few years ago, I was a fitness coach who was looking to scale and struggling. I then scaled to hundreds of thousands of pounds a month, then started teaching other coaches how to do the same thing because I knew how to solve that problem, which is why it's very easy to speak to you directly as a fitness coach because I am still a fitness coach. I still have a very big fitness business, and that's why it's very easy to be very clear and direct in terms of the pain points and problems you have because I had those specific problems, I know how to solve them, and I know how to give you the value to do that. Number 6 is sell painkillers, not vitamins. A saying I'd add into this as well is criers are buyers. Now, not that we want to get people to cry on sales calls, but the reality is if you can create emotion and you can create a problem and there is a problem that maybe they're unaware of, if you have a solution to that, they will buy that. And if I gave you an example, if you were suffocating right now and you were in a room with no oxygen, what would the value of a face mask with oxygen be? Priceless. If I was sitting in this room, you gave me a face mask with oxygen, what's it worth? Nothing to me, so I don't need it. And this is where you need to create the pain and then give them and sell them the solution. Number 7 is humans crave stories. So when you're marketing and you're showing client results, you want to tell a story of how Jane went from being 40 pounds overweight to being in the best shape of her life to getting married. You want to show the whole process, and with your own story, you want to be documenting that on social media. And with this, you want to be creating a relatable character. And one of the frameworks we talk about a lot in seven-figure scaling systems is the attractive character framework in terms of how you can position yourself in the market, show who you are, and become the person that your clients want to be like. Because the goal for you is to set the standard where other people can follow your example. The other highlight I'd say with this is that people actually only show the highlights, so they don't show the lowlights. So you actually sometimes need to show the problems you've had, how you've overcome them, and even show them in the moments, because people will buy into you from emotion. We are emotional creatures, which is actually what makes human beings weak. If we were robots and all run on AI, there'd probably be less problems in the world. But because of emotion, we make bad decisions. We can also make some good decisions, but you also need to show that emotion in the content you make so that people buy into you. And lastly, number 8, when it comes to marketing, a confused mind never buys. And this is why one of my favorite sayings in marketing is the simplest idea wins. So your goal with all the text or the ads or the content you make is to dumb it down and simplify it as much as possible. Put it into as shorter words as you can, make it as concise as possible, make it so like an 8-year-old can read it, and you will be way more successful. More people will buy your product. And if you look at like why someone like Alex Hormozy is so successful, he can take a very complex subject and break it down, make it very concise, very simple, and give good analogies so the average person can understand that. If you can do that with your marketing, you will get more followers, you'll get more people engaged with you, and you will make a hell of a lot more money. Now, when you look at actually growing your business, you have to look at things in order, and the thing that comes first is marketing, which is why this is one of the key components you need to get nailed, and one of the first things we help clients with seven-figure scaling systems. If you want help in terms of how to blow up your business, you can hit the link below this video and book a free call. This isn't a sales call, it's a coaching call. We just give you free value with the goal, obviously, you become a client of ours, but there'll be enough information on the call to actually go away and make money to hopefully join us as a client later on with no pressure at all. If you took a load of value from this video, make sure you smash the like button, hit subscribe, and comment below any other questions.